So the second skills is we want to go over what is called calculating a total with some product. So just let me give you the idea, when would you use the sum product. So this is the name of the function, sum product. The sum product is really useful when you want to sum more than a couple of values that do not exist on the same row or on the same column. In this example here, we're going to sum up all the values in column C, which is the unit of price, plus we're going to sum up all the values in unit orders, which is in from D4 to D15. So that's very useful. Instead of using the sum total function that we are familiar with here, and we're using another one and then summing them up, you can do this in one function. That's the whole idea. Now, what you have to pay attention to is how the dialog Excel pops up here looks like, and what the meaning of each element in it. Okay? So when you're gonna sum up the products, you're gonna select which array. So you can look at this values. These are like they are array. So this is, you're summing array 1 items plus the items in array 2. So this is how you can sum. You can add more. You might have 10 different arrays or columns. You're gonna sum them all together. So that's the way you keep providing until you stop providing numbers. Okay, so let us look at the video and then we're gonna continue.
To create a formula using SUMPRODUCT, select the cell where you want to enter the formula. On the Formulas tab in the Function Library group, click the Math and Trig button. Select SUMPRODUCT to open the Functional Arguments dialog. In the Array 1 argument box, enter the first cell range or named range. In the Array 2 argument box, enter the cell range or named range by which you want to multiply the values in Array 1. Continue entering arrays as necessary. Click OK.
Okay. Now we're gonna move to skill number 2 in chapter 6. In this chapter, this is part of the skills. You might have a situation where you want to sum the product of 2 rows or 2 columns or 2 or more rows or 2 and more columns. And the way you can do this very quickly is by using the sum product function. Okay, so what it's gonna do is gonna calculate the total cost of the purchase order by multiplying each value in the unit price column by the corresponding value in the unit order column. Okay, so we have column unit price, column unit order, and the goal is you want to sum up the multiplication of the unit price by the unit order. So for example here, the first row, let's take row number 9. So the name of the item, Yankan shampoo. Okay, the unit price is 19 and we have 30 items. So it's gonna do the following. It's gonna multiply 19 by 30, then it's gonna add the next item, which is equal to 7 multiplied by 35, etc. So if you want all this array to be multiplied by corresponding value in the unit order, you're gonna select this is as the array 1 and this is as array 2, and you're gonna supply those in the formula, and we're gonna talk about how you can supply them. So again, the idea is you have one column that has information and second column or more that has information you want to multiply it with corresponding each row, and then you get the sum of all those multiplications. Okay, so how you provide, so this is what you have to pay attention to. You are providing arrays, so if this is first one that you're gonna multiply by this second one, so this is called array 1 and this is called array 2. You might have 3, 4, 5 arrays you want to multiply them, so you multiply array 1 by array 2 by array 3, 4, 5, etc. So you will supply those in this dialog, and we're going to see how we're going to do it in a second. Okay, so let us show the video, and again it's called SUMPRODUCT, and all you have to do is to provide which columns or arrays of those columns or part of those columns that you want to multiply them, and then sum those multiplications.
To create a formula using SUMPRODUCT, select the cell where you want to enter the formula. On the Formulas tab in the Function Library group, click the Math and Trig button. Select SUMPRODUCT to open the Functional Arguments dialog. In the Array 1 argument box, enter the first cell range or named range. In the Array 2 argument box, enter the cell range or named range by which you want to multiply the values in Array 1. Continue entering arrays as necessary. Click OK.
Okay, so let us now do this as well with Excel files. So that's what I advise you to do. So go ahead, the same file that we used in the rounding, if you click on the second tab, you get into the same window that was presented in the video. Now, it's up to you to go to the formula and search the way he mentioned it, but since we know the name of the function, so I'm going to use a shortcut for that. So our value, which is the total, the order total, the purchase order total is going to be included in this cell. As we learned before, if any function you're going to add in Excel, you use the equal on your keyboard. So you just click equal. And then I'm going to start write the sum product, and as you can see it pops up here. So all I have to do is to select it and see how it helps me. Excel show me those are expected values that you need to add. So what is array 1, what is array 2, etc. I might have, as I said, 10, maybe I'll have, in our case we're going to have only 2. So I have to select array 1. Array 1 is the following. Okay, now when I finish, I go back with my mouse to the function taskbar. I'm gonna, as you can see, it shows you that the separator is a comma here, so I'm gonna just write a comma, and it moves, like makes the second array bold. It's telling you, hey, I'm expecting the second one. And as you can see in blue, it highlighted the one I already finished. So now is the time for the second one. The second one is the following one, and it's highlighting it in red, which is cool, just to distinguish. So I'm done. If I had more over here, I would have added comma and added the rest. We don't. So I'm gonna close those parentheses. And again, what it's gonna do here, you're gonna multiply the 22 by 10, then it's gonna sum 12 multiplied by 20, sum to 19 multiplied by 25. Now to finish this and get the result in this area, all you have to do is either to check this with the mouse or to click the enter. And here we go, we have that value over here that shows us the sum of those products. And if you actually just click on it, you can see, make sure you selected the correct associated numbers. So that's it for this second skill. And we're gonna continue, and you can save your work just to know that you did finish it. We're gonna continue the third skill. It's gonna be in the third tab, in this Excel file.